Butler.
Yeah.
So in honor of why him this week, well, what's your favorite swear word?
Generic, nothing special. Probably like mother.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
I'm scared to ask, but what's yours?
Well, it's yeah, no, never, yeah, dirty. How'd you think? That's a good one, right? It's long, but it's good.
Merry Christmas. Hi, I'm Mike Butler.
And I'm Mike Field.
And this is Forgotten Cinema, a show where we talk about films that seem to be forgotten by audiences, whether it be because a more popular movie was released at the same time or the film simply didn't catch on with an audience in its initial run. We'll discuss what we love about the movie or maybe don't love about it, but we'll always recommend you revisit it. You never know. You might find your own forgotten gem. If you enjoy Forgotten Cinema, we want to hear from you. We are on all platforms with a backlog of over 300 episodes for your listening pleasure. Like, rate, subscribe, comment, all that stuff really helps the show and we'd really appreciate it. Yeah, with that in mind,
I don't know how to end
tis
this.
the season, folks.
Do, 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 do.
Tis the season for double dicking.
Whoa, I don't know what that is. What's going on?
Oh, nothing much. As you know, I'm very wealthy because my monkey themed video game really took off.
Yep.
And I started dating a 22-year-old.
Yep.
No big deal. It's whatever.
Just be chill about it.
I'm pretty chill. I'm very chill. And then I invited her family over my house for the holidays.
Yep.
And I was going to propose to my girlfriend on Christmas, but I need her dad's blessing. And he's very stuck up, kind of snooty, kind of like very like salt of the earth, very white picket fences, classic dad. And I'm really weird and out of control, and I have no filter, and I think hijinks are about to ensue.
Hilarity ensues. Exactly. That's right. We are doing the 2016 comedy Why Him? Let's get into the facts, and then we'll get into what we thought about the film. Why Him is a runtime of 111 minutes. It's rated R. Production budget of somewhere between you got me worried there. Somewhere between 38 million and 52 million. It came out on Friday, December 23rd, 2016. Big time Christmas film. Its opening weekend, it did $11 million. Its total domestic was 60, international 58, for a worldwide total of $118 million. Production companies were 20th Century Fox, Red Hour Films, 21 Laughs Entertainment, TSG Entertainment, and 75 Year Plan Productions. Woo! And it was distributed by 20th Century Fox because we got that old 20th Century Fox fanfare in the beginning. Exactly. So I said it came out on the 23rd, and for some reason I don't know. Why do I have the 25th here? Whatever. Oh, no, I said it came out on the 16th? No, 23rd. You know what? I don't care. So we'll go back to the 16th of December. You had a wide release of Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
I've never heard of it.
Collateral Beauty.
That I've literally never heard of.
Manchester by the Sea, which is a great film. But
that is a sad.
But it is so, like, it's like a first watch and you're just like, I can't watch this again. But it's a really good film.
I always see on Instagram the clip where he takes the cop's gun, and I'm just like,
I know that moment. I know for the meme, people are like, it's in hilarity, but that moment in the movie is so sad. It's just so horrifying. I'm not gonna. If you don't know about the movie, I'm not gonna reveal it. You should go watch it. But what he does in that scene after you watch the movie, you're gonna be like, yeah, I get it. I totally get it. Anyways, you also had a limited release of Fences, A Kind of Murder, The Hollow Point, and Solace.
Fences was that long ago?
We worked it.
Wow.
The 21st of December, which was that Wednesday, right? Yes. You had wide releases of Sing, Passengers, Assassin's Creed, and a limited release of Patriots Day, which you still should watch.
Mm-hmm. I also want to watch Assassin's Creed. I know it's not supposed to be good.
It is not.
I'm a big fan of the games. I know you are as well.
Yeah.
And I feel as a completionist.
Sure. And then when you hate it, it's funny you're a completionist because yet you get to complete the TV series that I suggest you watch.
I meant for Assassin's Creed.
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah. I tried to play the Assassin's Creed Valhalla game. I don't like it.
It's very big. It's like
not
way.
even that big. I don't like the controls. I don't like the stuff they changed.
Is it that different from Origins?
Yes.
Wow.
It's like it feels like it feels like an older game where you have to kill people to charge up, but like it's like you're only using one button to like do acts, and
so just too simple and weird.
I don't like it. I don't like I don't like the controls.
You might like Assassin's Creed Mirage, which just came out last year. It went back to the old school Assassin's Creed. It's not super open world.
I liked Origins.
It's like it's not like Origins. It's a little simple. It's more like the classic Assassin's Creed games.
I think my big thing is controller play.
Make it fun
stuff.
Okay.
No, sorry for
but
that.
Origins also has the ancient Egypt kind of thing, which is really cool.
Tangent. I did the whole thing. And I did the Rome one too. Whatever that one.
Odyssey's good.
I did that one.
I think Odyssey's most people's favorite.
It's good. I just don't like the boat stuff. I really don't want to fight with people with boats. I don't care about that. All right. Anyways, you had a wide release of on Christmas. You had a wide release of La La Land and Fences. And then a limited release of Live by Night. Silence came out limited this on the 23rd, the same day that Why Him came out wide as well.
That was another movie I want to see, but I've never seen.
The Scorsese film.
Yeah, I've heard it's very boring.
Yeah, Scorsese. I'm joking. The week later, or the Wednesday later, the 28th of December, you had limited releases of Patterson and 20th Century Woman. So I mean, the big film I think that for the holiday is Rogue One. And even Fences did well. So
can I get 2 tickets to Denzel movie?
Yep. All right. So this film was directed by John Hamburg, who's done Along Came Polly and I Love You, Man. He also has a screenplay story credit, and he's written the screenplays for Night School, Meet the Parents, and Zoolander 2. He's part of the Meet the Parents, Meet the Fockers franchise. I believe he's actually directing the new one that's coming out, which just wrapped. You had another screenplay story credit for Ian Helfer, who's done The Oranges and Rainy Days, and then a story credit for Jonah Hill, because Jonah Hill was actually going to be in this film, I believe, with Ben Stiller. And they kind of moved on that. But Jonah Hill also has story credits for Mid-90s, I think, which he directed, and Sausage Party. Cinematographer was Chris Kachikis. He's done which I probably said wrong. He's done The Unicorn, or she has done The Unicorn and Me Time. Composer was Theodore Shapiro, who's done The Secret Life of Walter Mitty and the TV show Severance. Edited by William Kerr and Dean Zimmerman. Kerr has edited Superbad and Trainwreck, and Zimmerman has done Free Guy and about 16 or 17 episodes of Stranger Things. TV show.
No, one of those movies was a movie we did. Wow, Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
There you go. Where were we at now?
you just went. Boom. I was just like,
I'm getting through them. How do you say? Is it Zoe Dutch or Deutsch?
I always thought it was douche.
Is it Douche?
Douche.
Oh my goodness.
No, wait, Deutsch.
Deutsch?
It's Deutsch.
Zoe Deutsch.
I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Good job.
I'm 90%.
Zoe Deutsch as Stephanie Fleming. She is the woman that our James Franco character falls in love with. She's from The Disaster Artist, Juror Number 2, and Dirty Grandpa. James Franco as Laird Mayhew, who is the rich tech billionaire that Butler was referencing. He is nominated for an Oscar for 127 Hours. He's in Spring Breakers and Pineapple Express. Bryan Cranston as our dad, Ned Fleming, nominated for Trumbo. He's also obviously in Breaking Bad and the movie Argo. Megan Mullally as Barb Fleming, his wife. Barb, his wife. TV show Will and Grace, and she's in a ton of other things, but more recently she was in the last season of The Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, isn't Zoe Deutsch in Everybody Wants Some as well?
I don't know.
Which we did.
Was she? She was.
The girl? Yeah.
Maybe. Okay, good job.
She might be. Or there's going to be a colorful text on screen right now calling me an idiot.
I concur.
Oh.
Griffin Gluck as Scotty Fleming, a TV show Lock and Key and American Vandal. Keegan-Michael Key as Gustav, who is the assistant to, I guess, what do they call him? They describe him as the assistant or his personal, estate manager.
Estate manager.
Right,
but he was like this big guru guy.
He's basically his right-hand man.
Yeah.
Obviously from Key and Peele, Keanu. And then the voice of Kaley Cuoco as the Alexa / whatever,
Julie,
the Justine.
George Justine. Right.
The AI basically. And obviously she's from the TV show Big Bang Theory, amongst other things. And then there's a ton of other people in here that we can reference when we talk about them. But that's basically the main cast. That's part of the movie. Had you seen this in the theater? Because I did.
I'd never seen this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did watch this in the theater. And I remember liking it, or like being pleasantly not surprised, but just was like, it's okay. It's funny.
That explains why you put it on the list.
Probably. But upon second watch, I've got some things.
Oh,
so what'd you think?
When it started and James Franco's just going off about his blue balls, I'm very hot or cold about James Franco. Obviously, his personal stuff aside, outside of the films, which is not what we do here on Forgotten Cinema.
Yeah.
I'm very hot and cold on James Franco as an actor. Like sometimes I really like him and stuff.
While you talk, I'm going to move my leg.
I'm just going to let you move your leg.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh.
So I'm always like hot or cold on him. Like sometimes I like him, but sometimes I find him absolutely insufferable. And that's probably have to do with this improv, which again, sometimes works doesn't, because I love Pineapple Express. But sometimes I'm just like, just stop. In this movie, when he starts and talks about his blue balls and he's taking his pants off and I see his pubes, it's annoying. It's really annoying. And he does that stupid dance in his apartment. I'm on a phone call and he decides to take off his pants anyway.
If that's him.
Regardless, it could be a butt double. It could be Joey Tribbiani. It's a butt double. Can you stop clenching?
Classic friend.
That's obnoxious, and but luckily that's not really the character we're given later on. But as it started, I was like, oh, I couldn't believe you liked this film. I was like, what the hell? I was like, no. And I watched this really late at night too, because I had a night shift, and I was just like, I'm so
night shift.
I was like so mad when I got home and started watching this. At the beginning, because I was like, this is the James Franco I don't like. Oh no.
I want to piss Butler off.
I was like, oh, it's The Jerk, but with James Franco. And then I genuinely thought this movie was very funny. I don't think James Franco was the funniest part of the movie. He's okay, but like Bryan Cranston's reactions to everything are really good, and I really like Keegan-Michael Key, and I think he does a really good job. All his scenes
the toilet scene.
The toilet scene, all the times he's like trying to attack Laird.
Yeah.
It's all really, really well done. It's just a lot of it is fun to watch. There are a couple, I wouldn't say it's like laugh out loud funny, but I was smiling during a lot of it. And there were a couple of times where I was like, I don't think there were any parts that made me go like really like burst out laughing, but there's funny moments, and it's just it was a fun film to watch. And I think it does a really good job at making James Franco's character crazy and like somebody that I can believe that Bryan Cranston's character would hate, but also someone that
first blush,
but also someone that you understand is, a genuine, nice, honest person who's probably trying to do some good in the world as well. Like you could believe all that and believe that he's a little much. But it never crosses the line to the point where I don't like him, because I think the movie hinges on that. Is if you don't like Laird,
you have to,
you have to kind of be rooting for Laird to win,
right?
A little bit. And I also like that Stephanie, Zoe Deutsch's character, isn't super okay with the way he acts all the time.
Well, she doesn't. Even Gustav's the same.
Yeah, even Gustav, he slaps him. He's like, "What are you doing? Don't do that." I said, "Keep it simple."
Yes,
like they understand that he's too much, and I like that, because in a lot of movies, like, oh, he's just zany, and they let them do whatever zany Looney Tunes character crap they want with no repercussions, and they're okay with it. It's just like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
I like a lot of that. I think a lot of that tempers it. I think it's really cool. I want his house. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a fun watch. It's not perfect. It's just a fun little comedy. But if you're watching it for story, that's why are you watching this for story?
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. I didn't think I was gonna like it, and I ended up enjoying it.
So my note, I again, it's not a negative. I'm not majorly negative on it.
No, I'm curious. You put it on the list, and now
I know.
Like it.
Well, because there's a couple. Here are like an overall note, so we can get into them as we go through them. I think they fumble the end. I think the third act.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because we don't know how to end the film, and I think that's primarily part and parcel with that. This movie doesn't know if it wants to be a rom-com or like a bromance thing, or like or between the father and Laird, like Ned and Laird.
I would agree with that.
It's trying to toe that line of not doing that, and where you get to the point where at the end you're like, okay, well, we have to have two endings now, and how do we end this? And
with two speeches,
right? What is this? The question is like, okay, well, what is this movie really about? Is it about Ned coming to terms with that his daughter is older and she's going to make her own decisions, and he has to learn that he can't be in charge of everything? Or is this movie about Stephanie and Laird, and if they're going to make it, and they're the heart of the movie, and we rarely see Stephanie. Maybe
she's a tertiary character,
right,
in what should be her movie.
Exactly, and the movie itself and the script itself doesn't know what to do, and I boil it down to because they make this reference 2 or 3 times within the movie, where they're like, oh, we're going to have steak. It's deconstructed. It's my deconstructed surf and turf. Oh, it's a deconstructed eggnog, that kind of stuff. Like this film feels like I wanted to deconstruct the rom-com. And I feel like that's how it was written. And like that. And I'm like, and it's like, well, follow the advice of what you're making fun of in your own movie where that doesn't work. Like, so
yeah,
I get it. Formulaic rom-coms, I understand why people don't like them, but when the formula is done correctly and those movies are successful, you don't see the formula and you love it nonetheless. You should already know the ending of the film. Like, they're going to get back together. They're going to reconcile. That there's going to be stuff like that.
Sure.
And you should root for that at the end. But the problem is that if you're going to try to ignore the formula or deconstruct it, then you're lost. You're just kind of like floating in this like ethos of just script. And you're like, no, we're going to pull from this. I'm going to pull from this. And what you get is a fumbled third act. And you just, the stuff that you're talking about that you like, I like too.
Right.
Like there's set pieces, but like, give me this in any comedy, there should be a lot of comedic set pieces, just like in action films.
Yeah.
The toilet scene is a set piece.
Yeah.
Give me some other set pieces.
Her getting high and trying to sleep with her husband,
which was a complete improv from Megan Mullally.
Just improv,
right? Like, hey, let's do this. Which she has the comment where she said like 80% or something, like a huge percentage of the film, they were given free reign to improvise.
240 hours of film, and they cut it down to 90 minutes. Well, they say cut it down to 90, but the movie is almost.
That's great, and like that's fun, but like that makes no sense. This is my biggest issue. When we talked about this with Stripes, I think a little bit was how I don't like evolution. And I think that with Ivan Reitman did a lot of improv like that. Sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't. And when it doesn't work and you don't have a script to fall back on, you're giving me something I don't want to watch. And I'm not trying to be that harsh with Why Him. I'm just saying that's where I'm falling on that. But give me some other set pieces, because I can't really think of another major comedy set piece other than the toilet scene.
The parkour scene when Ned looks out the window.
Yeah, but that's like really quick.
I mean, I guess technically the proposal at the end, but I don't think the end is good at all.
No,
I do agree with you that once the helicopter sound goes off, I knew once the helicopter went off, I was just like, oh, they don't know how to end it.
Yeah. Once
he lands in the helicopter, I was like, oh, this is not going to be fun.
So like a movie like Wedding Crashers, which we've talked about on the show quite honestly, like a bunch of times.
Right.
Like those set pieces, those comedy set pieces is obviously the ending, which it hits. The football scene. Yeah. The scene when they're hunting.
Yeah. I forgot about that scene.
The scene when they're at the dinner and they give them the Visine, right? The scene at night when the son sneaks into the room and tries to have sex with him.
The Will Ferrell, visiting Will Ferrell.
That's 6 scenes that I've told you from Wedding Crashers that are memorable.
The montage at the beginning.
7. This is what I'm talking about. Like with Why Him, those scenes are like 10 minutes of the movie, maybe 5-10 minutes of the movie. Like in a movie like Why Him, there's maybe like 2-minute scenes like that. Like
they're all shorter.
They're not in there exactly. Yeah. And again, I go back to the deconstructed idea of deconstructing a rom-com. Like that's what I feel like we have here, where I feel like this movie is good, but it's missing to be great because there's just you're trying to ignore the formula, yet you're trying to do the formula.
Well, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head of it should be a bromance.
Sure.
Laird and Ned are the main characters.
Right.
You don't spend enough time with Stephanie. It's Ned's movie. Technically, it's Ned's movie. It's really Ned's movie. But then it's Laird's movie. Then it's Stephanie's movie. I would even say, I think, what's the mom's Pam? Barb. That's right. I think Barb is in the movie more than Stephanie.
Well, big scene
I would clock their times.
That big scene you talked about with the sex scene.
She's all improv.
That's her biggest scene.
She made it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you're right. Stephanie, Zoe Deutsch's character has nothing else to do but be the straight person to this entire thing. And that's really not fair to her. That's not, you know what I mean? She's top billing. She is. She's top billing. Like to your point, yes, this movie needs to be, I want you to get to know my boyfriend. You're going to go visit him for the weekend. Bring the wife, but Stephanie should just be Ned and like Ned versus Laird.
I think the proposal asking for his blessing, Ned's blessing, should have started earlier.
That should be the goal.
Laird asked him for his blessing day one. Mm-hmm. The rest of the trip is, I'm going to win you over, which he kind of says in the teepee. He's like, I'm going to win you over.
Right.
And then he doesn't. He doesn't spend like any time. They do the Christmas tree shopping.
Yes.
Which is like, okay. So
which is a set piece. It's an attempt at a set piece.
Yeah. And they're talking and they're almost getting along.
Yep.
And then it immediately ruins it, and then they separate again. They don't come back together until Christmas Eve. Yeah, that's after the party. So they don't get back together until Christmas Eve, and he's already hacked the server or whatever. And
which
it's like, it's over.
Yeah.
Also, that guy's annoying, which they have a lot of people from The Intern.
Zach Perlman,
he's in there.
Adam Devine.
Adam Devine's in there.
Her assistant. Andrew,
the main guy.
I keep saying his name wrong.
So they separate, and they don't go up to Christmas Eve, and then it's the big fight. So you don't even get a little bit of him warming up to Laird. It's just like all of a sudden he goes like, all right, yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
And it takes, I saved your company, and then it takes you having to go home and seeing everybody's happy that you saved that Laird kind of saved the company.
Yeah.
To realize that he did a good thing. The whole movie, he's afraid of going bankrupt and closing down the shop because he's supposed to be this great boss that he cares about everybody.
Yeah.
But clearly he doesn't, because he's so quick to want to throw away Laird's money.
Yes. And speaking of Laird, there's for some reason I must have like placed this in my head myself. There is definitely an undercurrent of Laird just wanting a family. Right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But they don't mind that enough
from the start.
They don't use that enough to be like, to the point where like he just wants to be part of a family, wants to feel loved and stuff like that. They don't use that enough to really make me love Laird.
You get that one part where Barb talks about his life beforehand and how he didn't really have a family, and then he says it a couple of times, but Ned is so not oblivious, so like reluctant or so angry and mean to him to even like let the character, let the writers write a line for him.
Yeah. Where
Laird says it himself.
Mm-hmm.
We have to have Barb tell Ned about it.
Yes.
And it really should come from James Franco.
Or overhearing it.
Should say,
overhearing the conversation.
Because again, like you said, and this is a trope in not just rom-coms, but bromances. Like Wedding Crashers has a scene like this where it's just a heart to heart, where they're honest. And it's like, oh, wow. Like, especially Wedding Crashers gets like really serious at one point. Yeah. Like, I think why him? Because the Laird is so over the top and so goofy and so cartoonish. He needs that monologue to tell Ned or tell the family. Yeah. That is his story to tell.
Yes.
Not Barb's.
Yes. Agreed. And like when I hear the comment from Mullally that, they improv a huge amount of the movie, I'm like, what is the script? Like, what exactly was the script you worked off? Was that even in there?
It was 12 pages.
Yeah. I don't like we sit here all the time, and it's not just me and you. It's everybody that talks in the business, or everybody that is like how important the script is. But then there's
many movies that don't use the
other side of the mouth. We talk about how like, wow, we were able to do this and through this and encapsulate this, and we're trying to figure.
We just wrote it while we went.
If the script is great? Why the hell are you going off of it and trying your own thing? Like if you're trying your own thing to be funny, I guess it's a comedy. I get that, but if it's not in Congress with your character, you're doing something that's selfish for you and not for your character.
At the very least, you need, all right, comedy bit, but then you need to script out some serious bits or script out story. And there needs to be story between the comedy bits. Not hopefully we'll get story in the improv.
Yeah. And I laughed, and there were moments in this movie where I laughed.
Oh yeah, when the scene that where Barb's trying to get Ned is pretty good.
Yeah, when they show the intern from MIT and he's cleaning the alpaca and he's like, "They're paying my student loans. They're paying my student loans," and I'm just laughing because I'm like, "Yeah, I get that. Like, I get why you're doing that." Even like something simple as the hero dad shot of Ned when he fires up the chainsaw and he's and there's like a close up and Laird's like, "Yeah," and he's just like, "Yeah," like that stuff. That's funny.
Yeah.
But like I want more of that.
I like when Gustav pushes Laird into a room. Yeah. It's like, where did this room come from? Like he doesn't even know all the rooms of his own house.
Yeah. I mean, and I know that they portray Laird as somebody who is has no filter, but he's very authentic. He knows that he's too much, like you say. He knows that he's somebody that he's willing to learn from other people.
Yes.
And he's willing to try to be better and
he doesn't lie to them, and he says what's on his mind, and he's nice and happy and loving, just in an obnoxious way. But that's what makes you, because if he's not, you can't root for him because he's so obnoxious.
Sure.
He has to be super nice.
The bookends of him on the phone, like you talk about the Netflix and chill thing, those things. Okay.
Yeah.
That with just him on the phone.
Yep.
And at the end when during the credits when they
I
had
hate the end credit
Gustav.
one. Yeah,
But
Gustav.
those felt like we did these after the movie was done.
I didn't think about that with the beginning one.
Well, he has a mustache. He's got and she's like, shave that mustache and you never see it again.
That's right.
And I'm just like, that feels like hey, can you do this opening for us?
Oh man, I didn't think about that. The Gustav's thing when he's like, see, I'm in Michigan, so I look like this.
Yeah.
I was like, you just tacked that on the end. That's terrible. I don't need to know how these people are doing.
So I think that's tacked on. And I got further to the point of when they have the beginning scene when she's in the room, he comes over and he's naked. I don't think that's him. I think that's somebody else. And they just put in the front part.
I totally believe that.
So I was just like, come on, this is added in.
I didn't think that before.
I think maybe we watched movies. We watched so many movies now that we
you
just pick up on that stuff.
I mean, the Gustav thing at the end is so hard to not see because he's just like, see, now I live, so I'm trying this new. I'm like, hey, can you film this in front of your house real quick?
Here's the thing. I'm moving to Palo Alto. I'm not staying in Michigan where it's cold.
Oh, yeah. No,
I'm like, peace. Can you build my house on your giant farmland? Put me there. That's what I'm doing. Just rebuild my house here.
Yeah, when the movie doesn't end in California, I was just like, no, come on.
Gross. The kiss stuff at the end with the
that was embarrassing. They did not look like they wanted to be there.
No, and then you have Gene Simmons at the end, who in real life is Jewish, singing.
I thought the same thing. Well, he's not happy. You notice he's very frowny face, but I think he didn't want to be in the movie at all.
Nobody wanted to be in the movie. I think there's a third credit for someone else. Like maybe Ace Frehley, I don't know, but there's only two people in the movie, so two members of the band kiss in the movie.
Yeah,
it's so awkward. They come out, I'm just like, this feels like they're on the set of, I think it's Desperate Housewives or one of the backlots. So I know it's a backlot. I'm just like,
it's embarrassing, and I feel bad for them watching it. You could tell they do not want to be there.
Yeah,
not just like in character, just in general. They're like, yeah, we'll take the check.
And then you have this ending where, like, he proposes, he's all set to propose, and she says no because they're not ready.
do like that she says no.
Yeah, no,
because
the decision is fine.
Ned's like, it's got to be her decision. It's got to be her decision. And then he pushes her to go out to the proposal to begin with. And I'm like, no, she's got to talk to him. Like, no, don't send your daughter out.
Yeah.
She's just got to go out to him. Like, why would you set up this line where it's like, she's got to say, we've been jerks this whole time. Yeah. It's got to be her decision. You should go out and talk to Laird. I think he's got some. I think you should talk to him. Yeah. Like completely over. Like you said, there's no story.
This film was originally going to be, like I said, Jonah Hill, Ben Stiller, because according to Franco, Jonah Hill got this idea because he was dating Dustin Hoffman's daughter, and he was going to vacation with the Hoffman family. And he was worried that Dustin Hoffman wouldn't like him. And I'm like, I wonder if Dustin Hoffman wouldn't like him.
I don't think he would.
So that's where that comes from. I got some reviews for you, Butler, and I've also got something else for you.
Okay.
Scott Meslow from GQ quotes, "Why Him is a Christmas comedy. The movie often falls into contrived, lazy humor. The comedy hovers between funny awkwardness and uncomfortable distress, making it hit or miss for the audience." I think, is that what we're talking about here? Or we're going a little bit deeper.
I mean, I don't think the comedy is hit or miss, but I think the story is hit or miss. Yeah.
Jordan Hoffman from Variety, with a very, very predictable storyline, Why Him's nearly 2-hour runtime feels less like a movie than marathoning a season of a mid-tier comedy.
I will say that, when I saw this was an hour and 51 minutes, I mean, minus, you got to take away the credits, that pissed me off because it should not be that long.
This would be a good sitcom premise.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But like, they move out there. You just I could see this as a sitcom.
You sequel sitcom it. You'd be like, hey, based on the movie Why Him? Sure. There's a Netflix original series lasting 2 seasons,
and it's definitely got characters that are, you could definitely see are strong characters within a sitcom setting.
Gustav
and a traditional 3-camera setup, like a 3-camera setup, like all that stuff, and just. It's just kind of like accepting him into the family. Maybe they already get married, whatever. But like, the family's out.
They have a kid.
I could definitely.
Laird's got to be a dad, and Ned's got to help him be a dad.
I mean, hey, anyone out there?
Hey, let's go. Bryan Cranston, what are you doing right now?
So let me give you this. I'm going to butcher this.
This is the weird thing.
Yeah, French political scientist Thibault Mizergui, I don't know, remarks in this book, The Great Class Shift. So the book is called The Great Class Shift, that this film captures the tension created by the contrast in values between the Protestant work ethic of the suburban middle class, as represented by Ned, and the looser approach of Laird and other members of the creative class, a real sociopolitical phenomenon.
Yeah, actually, that I did think that they were going to explore that while I was watching the movie because Ned is so buttoned up and he's so working class. That's exactly, I absolutely believe that.
Mhm.
I think that's right. I think it does do a good job exploring that, but they don't mine it enough.
Gotcha.
But I do think that's there a little bit. Like Laird works hard. He works at his house. They're programming there. He does work, but he's just kind of chill about it.
Yeah.
He probably works more than Ned because he doesn't have an off time.
Right. Well, he's a CEO now, so he's got the ideas, but he's got to do once you get to that level of billionaire status. I mean, he says he has 197 million, but like if this
company probably
if this is today's age, he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
That you are now more embroiled in just kind of like, the big picture of your life and what
are the next projects.
Right,
yeah. We got to always have something new going on.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I did think that, and I thought they were going to explore that a little bit. So it was like, here's the TP where I come from my ideas, and Ned scoffs at it.
Yeah.
I was really thinking there was going to be, all right, let's play back some of my ideas. I really thought they were going to be like impress Ned with like, oh man, maybe he does kind of work, and maybe at least he's hardworking, and I think they showed that a little bit, but not enough. But I absolutely agree with that. And also, is that the second time you've used that guy?
No,
that book?
No. I had done before. We've talked about some other stuff, some philosopher stuff before.
Yeah, okay,
absolutely. Remember Netflix and chill? That's still a thing. Also,
I mean, I guess it's still a thing, but he says it way too much.
Also, they're talking about Netflix and chill. Then he starts riffing off Netflix shows. We're right now in 2025. You're not going to see this till Christmas. Season 5 of Stranger Things is out now on Netflix. He references Stranger Things in 2016. This show has been 9 years dear Lord. Like, oh God, that's just amazing.
That's why all the characters are 30. Like Natalia Dyer is 30 now.
11's pregnant.
She's has a daughter.
Yeah.
Married and adopted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous.
I know.
That's I mean, we're going to off a tangent, and I'm going to go off again. Show should not take this long in between seasons. It's stupid.
Except the Why Him sitcom, which should be on CBS 8 o'clock Thursday.
Well, that's movie to TV show. You can wait a while for that.
I think that's I think somebody needs to put that in development.
Let's do it.
We're nobody. Nobody gives a crap about us.
Everybody's a nobody until they're a somebody.
Yeah, that's a song.
You're nobody till Disney hires you to make a Marvel film.
Listen, if you're going to crap on a company before they even try to hire you, you're never going to get that job.
Disney, you can have complete control over me.
CBS? I said CBS. That's Paramount. Not yet.
Anybody.
Not yet. When Paramount buys Warner Brothers, then you're...
Which is crazy. But yes.
So then why is this forgotten? No. I do it again. I always skip.
It's the leg, man.
Why?
That's your recommending leg.
Yeah. Who are you going to recommend this to?
I would recommend it to anybody. I don't think a lot of people nobody talks about this movie, so I don't think a lot of people saw it. I think that it's worth watching if you liked comedies like, I'd say like Wedding Crashers, but if you like comedies like Pineapple Express or any of those like older Jonah Hill, Seth Rogen, James Franco,
like Superbad, like the Freaks and the Geek Show.
I don't like
the Claire Show,
but those other shows.
Judd Apatow stuff.
Yeah, I think you'll like this. The comedy's good. Bryan Cranston's. I always like Bryan Cranston in comedies.
Well, this is his first comedy after Breaking Bad ended, so it was kind of him trying to
go back into
not first comedy, but it was a comedy that he came into to kind of like show that he could still do that. I guess I don't know. I've forgot him from Malcolm in the Middle, but all right.
Hal is his best character. I don't care what anybody says. So I think that's worth watching. I think he does. Keegan-Michael Key is really good. I mean, I know that toilet scene, the bloopers, always play on my Instagram reel where he goes down and he can't keep a straight face. And when you're watching it, I'm looking and he still can't. Like, he is still smiling a little bit while he's going across the face of the toilet. It's got some really funny stuff by some very good comedic actors. And I think that's a decent Christmas movie, I guess. The California setting isn't super Christmassy to me, but I guess for people who live in California, maybe.
That'd be Christmassy for me. I'll be all right with that.
Yeah. So I think it's worth watching for the comedy, but don't go in expecting like the greatest thing ever. But it's funny.
Don't get high expectations.
It just the third act just stumbles.
I think if you're
once that helicopter comes down, it's just like we got to end. Like you said, we got to end the film.
I think if you've seen the same Christmas movies over and over again every year,
this is a little different.
Yeah. It's so rated R though that's why you don't see it on TNT or anything like that, because there's just a lot of language.
Yeah, I mean, which I think we said last year for Office Christmas Party as well for the same thing. Yeah,
but like there's like but then that whole scene where you talk about double dicking and all that stuff, like that whole scene is gonna go.
You can't put that. You can't. There's no way to edit or dub that.
Yeah, exactly.
Double penising, bukkake. I'm just all bukkakied. Is that you in that video? Like none of that can go in there. But yeah, I agree. That's
So then why is it forgotten?
You can't put it on TV. Either way, it came out late around the time when TV no longer matters. It's not, you have to rent it. It's not on a streamer. And I think that really kills a comedy. I mean, no one's paying $10 for a 10-year-old comedy.
Which I'm surprised. It's 20th Century Fox. So why isn't it on Hulu? Why isn't it on Disney Plus? You know, like why isn't it part of the, I don't,
especially now around Christmas time.
I haven't really gone into
how the deals are
financials of just like I always think like if you own a movie, why isn't it on, like if you're Universal and you own the movie and it's in your library, why isn't it on Peacock? Like I just don't understand. Like, but again, a lot of these movies are co-funded or co-produced. Some rights are sold. I don't know all that stuff, and I don't know what they're thinking in terms of. I don't get the behind the scenes thinking of we don't want to reveal all our content. Like Disney used to put their stuff in the vault because they wanted to make it more accessible, more they could
rare.
Rare. Yeah. And they could price it up, but that's gone. But maybe there's still kind of something to say about that, and that's why you don't have it. So I don't know. I don't understand that stuff yet.
No, it's. I mean, maybe Ben Stiller is holding it back, his production company.
I don't know.
He's got to deal with Apple, so it kind of confuses things.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, I think that it not being on streaming hurts it because no one's going to rent a 10-year-old comedy. I think that comedies in general aren't doing well now, so people don't go seeking out comedies as much. I know that's been in the entertainment news cycle, or was when Naked Gun first came out. That's what a lot of the talk was. Like comedies don't do a lot of money anymore. You know, the death of the comedy film. James Franco's star power has certainly waned. And I think that Bryan Cranston is still kind of seen as a serious actor because of Breaking Bad. I mean, kudos to him. He did a fantastic job, but I think that you're not like, ooh, Bryan Cranston, what comedies is he in now? Which is sad because if you haven't watched Malcolm in the Middle, go back and watch Malcolm in the Middle. It's really, really good.
Or you can watch the reboot.
The reboot's coming. I'm excited for it. Yes, no, maybe. I don't know.
We'll see.
Can you repeat the question? It's the theme song.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. Tell them where they can find us.
You can find us at ForgottenCinemaPodcast.com or wherever you get your podcast. You're watching, listening to us right now. Rate, subscribe, comment. What's your favorite comedy Christmas movie? It's a lot to choose from. And if you like Forgotten Cinema, stick with us every Wednesday where we release a new episode. And our now showings, our lead ups. We got Wake Up Dead Man. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Whatever you celebrate. Happy New Year. I think we'll actually, if this is Christmas, then there's a New Year. The next Audience Choice episode is New Year's. Which is going to be, I don't know, because we haven't really, that poll's not ended yet. So join us next week for Blown Away or 12 Monkeys or Children of Men or Children of Men. It could be any of those four. We don't know. We'll let you know. That's next week. When the episode comes out. That's next week. Potluck. So I don't know. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'm Mike Field. I'm Mike Butler. And this has been Forgotten Cinema. Gucky. Really like saying that word.